So today's workout team, we're all about using what we have, and because this program is not based about using gym equipment, we're going to get a little bit creative. So inside the bag here, we've got a bed sheet. We're going to use this bed sheet for a couple of our exercises today. Whether that is a winter sheet or a summer sheet, that's entirely up to you. And whether that is a single, double, queen, king, I'll also leave that up to you as well. Basically, we just want to have a nice long piece of sheet material here that we can use for our exercises. So we're going to get into that soon, and we're going to use that up on the tree behind me there. Please make sure that you do check with your other half or your whānau or your family as to which sheet you can use, because you will potentially feel the wrath. Anyway, that's the one that I normally use, so we'll get on into our workout. So today's warm-up, we'll do 5 minutes of steady state exercise. I'm going to be going for a jog around this field. 3 laps of this field gives me about 6 minutes, so I'm going to jump off and do that now, and then when I come back we're going to get straight into our workout. Now the best idea, if we haven't folded a sheet before, this is a bit of a lifestyle lesson, this one. No, we just fold it into nice long strips to start with, and then we can just roll it. Ideally we sort of want it in a bit of a cylindrical type of shape, so we get it as thin as possible. So something like that. What we're going to do from there is we're going to sling it over a tree or some type of obstacle or something that you can hang it on, whether that's at a playground or somewhere at home. Chuck it over the top. Move it over here. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got it hanging. Okay guys, so we've got an overhand grip on the sheet here. We're going to lie ourselves down. Nice straight arms. And then we'll pull. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice work. Okay, so 20 reps are done. Now we're going to spin around into an overhand grip, and this is where it's really important to have a nice long sheet. You can use a towel, but sheets are better. Okay, so we're going to go from here, elbows are high, and then we're going to push ourselves away from the tree. Okay, so the elbows are high. Keep the hips nice and strong, and the core. We'll try and go for 15. We've got 2 to go. And release. Nice work. Okay, so we've done 20 body weight rows there, and we've done 15 tricep extensions. Now we have a leg exercise. Okay, so we're going to get into some squat jumps. Going to go for 40 reps, squat jumps, narrow to wide. Okay, so try and get as narrow as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That's halfway. 20. 22. 24. 26. Keep going. 30. 10 to go. Last 2. Nice job. Okay guys, so the next exercise we're going to move on to is going to be a single arm row. So with our sheet there, we're going to make one side nice and long, the other side short. We're just going to tie a single overhand knot at the top to lock it all in. Okay, not going to slip. Take one hand to get a nice grip on it, overhand grip. Going to be lying down. Just test your sheet first. Go from here. We have one hand down on the ground, fingertips on the ground, and then we want to pull ourselves up using that one hand. Rotate back around. Okay, so I'm going to change sides, then slightly different camera angle. I'm going to do my left side now. Okay, so I want to get a nice solid grip. Test it's all locked in. Happy days. Rotate the body around, down, pull, and reach. 2, feet are nice and wide. Rotation. 6. 1 more. And 10. Nice work. Objective is 2 minutes, okay? So you move down onto the ground here, bit of core work thrown in, 2-minute front plank, time begins. With our front plank as well, we can incorporate our movements into it, like an up down. With this particular front plank, we can also move in modifications, so we just call it a transitional front plank. So it means that we can move into any other form of a plank, but our front plank is the key one that we use. We go for 2 minutes. 2 minutes of work. So we've got a lot of different variations in our plank. Obviously we can do our outs, ins. We can do our side planks, we can do backwards, forwards, okay, these sorts of things. As long as we get 2 minutes on the clock, and the majority of it is the front plank, we'll be happy with that. Some of these. How are we going for time? It's 1:30, so 30 seconds to go. Guys should all be noticing that being in week 5 now, core strength's improved a lot. Even from your physical assessment at the start, should be able to hold these exercises with a bit less effort. Okay, it's bang on 2 minutes now. Done. Okay guys, so after our 2-minute transitional front plank, we have a 400 meter sprint. So it's going to be 200 out, 200 back, and that'll complete one round. Okay, get a moment to catch the breath, and then we're in again guys. So 1 round complete. Target is to do 3 more. So it's our 20 body weight rows, 15 tricep extension, then we move into our 40 squat jumps, narrow, wide, 10 single arm row rotation on one side, 10 on the other, and then we move into our front plank. 2 minutes of transitional front plank time, 400 meter run. It's 1 round, 3 to go. Back in there, let's go. Kia ora team, well welcome to our Thursday workout. Today's workout is a progression from a workout in week 3. So we did 500 meters of accumulated activity. So our exercises today are going to be the same, but we're actually going to add another 2 more rounds to our target. So we're going to try and achieve 700 meters of activity, and our exercises are going to be our walking lunges for 20 meters. We then have a jog back for 20 meters. Then we have a front bear crawl for 20 meters. We then have burpees with a forward step. That is for 20 meters. And then we have a reverse bear crawl for 20 meters. So our 5 exercises are all for 20 meters. So we're going to measure out a 20 meter distance here. Put a nice brightly coloured cap at the end there. That is 1 full round, so 100 meters is achieved per round. We're going to aim to do 7 rounds, which will give us 700 meters. For my suggestion today around progressing it even further is for the starter level, you guys can continue to do this exercise and this session at your own body weight. Okay, so you don't need a pack or any extra weight for this. For the intermediate fitness level, I will suggest that you guys grab between 2 to 4 kilos and put that into your small backpack. And then for the advanced level, I challenge you to do between 4 to 6 kilos. So you'll be actually using that backpack for the entire exercise session. Okay, so it's obviously a bit of time under load. If you're finding that the weight is too heavy, you can pluck a little bit out, but that's a really good way to actually condition our bodies to be carrying that load for an extended period of time. One thing I will mention quickly as well is that when you are putting your backpack together, because we've got a little bit of weight in there, make sure you're padding it out with clothing or towels so that it is quite a full looking pack, rather than just having all your weights stuck at the bottom, because when we do our burpees they will start to bounce around a bit. So the best backpack is one that actually has the waist belt and then the chest straps, just so everything's kept in nice and tight and it's not swaying or bouncing around. Those are my key tips for this one. Do what you can. If you need a break along the way, just have your breaks, but the idea is just to keep this session flowing as much as you can. We'll get into it. I've got to mark out my 20 meters, so I'll show you that part. Okay guys, so with your pack, so it's quite a full looking pack. I've got 5 kilos in there today, but I've done it up nice and tightly around the shoulders. Got the chest strap, waist strap keeps it all nice and compact. You can tuck in those little tabs if you need to. But yeah, we're going to get into it, get underway. Walking lunges, the little jog back, forward bear crawl, burpees with a step, and then reverse lunges. Not reverse lunges, reverse bear crawl. Okay, 5 exercises, 7 rounds is the target, 700 meters. I'll just change the camera angle for you guys this time so you can actually see what it looks like from side on. I know in week 3 the camera angle was a bit different, so this will just give you a little bit more of a side profile of what I'm up to. Alright, let's go. Okay team, that is one round. I've got 6 to go. Definitely a good challenge for the legs, upper body, everything, and the mind. Mental resilience. Right, I'll carry on. Righto team, well I'm 4 in and I've got 3 to go. I'm in the old hurt locker with you guys. All these workouts are tried and tested by me, so I know what you're going through. I've got 3 to go. Let's keep the work on, do what you can, keep pushing. Okay, so we're going to walk ourselves forward to here, and then we'll walk ourselves back, keeping the legs as straight as possible. We're using our hands to get us up to that position there. Okay, take the feet a little bit wider if you need to. Try and stretch down to the ground as far as you can. If you can get there, good. If not, it's alright. Walk yourself forward. Okay, we don't need to push up on these ones. Walk the weight back. Get the heels down onto the ground and keep your legs as straight as possible. So we're feeling stretch here, here, here. And we'll come up again. Okay, straight legs, try and reach down as far as we can. My knees are pretty much locked the whole time. Walk ourselves forward to our push-up position. Walk back with the hands, heels go down onto the ground. Knees, lock the knees, and then we're just pushing back from there. We've got a stretch in the hamstrings. Straight legs, try and reach down. You'll notice you'll get further to the ground each repetition you do. Okay, walk yourself forward to the push-up position. Here we are. Lock the knees, heels into the ground, hips back. Stand up to the top. We'll go for 3 more. Nice reach to the ground. See, we're getting closer and closer. I can get my fingers onto the ground now. Okay, walk yourself forward into that push-up position. Walk back, lock the knees, heels down, hips back. Stand up to the top again. Hips come forward. 2 more. Nice reach that time. Push-up position. Walk back. Good. Hips come forward, shoulders back. Do 1 more. Start that one again. Keep my legs straight. And forward. Hamstrings are stretching here. Okay, walk, walk, walk. Weight is in the heels of the feet. Hamstrings are getting the stretch here. Hips come forward. Okay, now we're going to go the other way. So we're going to walk the feet forward this time. So check this one out. Okay, so we're going to walk ourselves forward into that push-up position. Now what we're going to do from here is we're going to walk these feet forward. Go up onto the fingertips if you need to. Get a little bit more height. And we're trying to get those feet in as close as we can to our hands. Once we can't go any further, we just push back to here. Stand up to the top. Okay, so walk ourselves forward again. Now we're bringing the feet through. We need to get a little bit closer and we need a little bit of assistance. We'll go up onto the fingertips and that'll give us a little bit more range of motion. Remember, we're trying to keep the knees fairly locked and we're stretching those hamstrings. Okay, we can walk the hands back to here. Okay, we've done 2, we're going to try another 3. Reaching down. Okay, walk ourselves forward. Push up position. Walk the feet forward, we're keeping the knees locked, stretching the hamstrings and the calves, go up onto the fingertips, means we can get a little bit further. Walk the hands back towards, hips come forward, 2 more. Walk ourselves forward, hips down, walk the feet in, nice and slowly, straight legs, up onto the fingertips, it gives us a little bit more range of motion through the hamstrings and the hips. Walk yourself back, hips come forward, you've got last one, see the camera's on a slight angle, it's alright, walk, push up position, walk the feet in, fingertips, gets us a little bit further, walk back to the start, and we're up nice and tall. Okay, so that's our mobility drill. Those are inchworms with a bit of flexibility work. Target muscle groups there are our hamstrings, calves, and also through the lower back. Okay, so for the final part of the session, we've just got some static stretches that we're going to be working through. So our first is for the quadriceps, 60 seconds per side. Then we move on to the hamstrings, 60 seconds per side there. Then we move on to the child's pose stretch for the lower back and the lats, 60 seconds all up. Then we move into our hip flexor stretch with a side rotation, and then we finish off with the adductor or the groin stretch.